So I thought I'd film this quick. We're on the ferry getting ready to head to Killian Island. But if I'm not mistaken, that should be the direction we go since the lighthouse is on the right hand side. And I'll do a quick pan.
Dad, can you send me your smart number?
Yes.
I'll give you a loan. Thank you, Chad.
Finally made it to Killian Island. I don't know what island that is, or that island. But all I know is it's a Baboyan, one of the Baboyan Islands. And we're here. Got a Coast Guard station, school. Just happy to be here. I was ready to jump out one of the side doors, but I figured they probably would have called me a Bastos and every other name in the book. Good morning. So I did not record when we got here to DeLam yesterday evening because we had a bunch of people. Here's my beautiful wife and our crazy daughter Cora. And Cora is happy to be in the island.
She's an island girl now.
Then once we got to the island, she was turning and burning, and first thing off the boat, what did she do? Straight into the ocean.
Yes.
She wanted to swim. And the boat operator was trying to push her back, and she was fighting him to get out there to swim. But there's our tent. There's Cora's cage, but she won't use it. Camping table that we got from Decathlon in SM North Etsa. First time using it. We got that on New Year's Eve. The tent, if you guys saw the Anda Pangasinan video, and then when my wife was at the resort with the rest of the village, they used that tent.
And last year when you were here.
Oh, 29. Oh yeah, you guys used it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they brought my mother-in-law's ashes out here after she passed away, the berry next to her husband. And over there is our son's hunting camping chair, also from Decathlon, and a hammock that we got from Shopee, telescope, tripod. Telescope is in its box. In that black bag is a sunscreen shelter. We got Gatorade. There's another tent. And over there we got on the red package with the American flag is the Wise Owl hammock that's got to get up earlier or later. We got 3 of those kind of lights. There. Then we got one back over here, all solar paneled. Our solar generators out there charging. We got a solar light fan charging right there. And we somehow only got one cable. Maybe we could use cell phone chargers to get the other one charged up that our son is using. But we are under the covered porch. It needs to get replaced. That window protector is destroyed from the typhoons, needs to get replaced. That window door needs to get replaced.
And then we need a signal tower.
Got a raft. And somewhere over in the shade, I'll take you guys over there, show you what's sitting over there and over there. But yeah, okay, so here's the telescope and some propane stuff for our son's airsoft pistol. And we got some cooking stuff here. Yeah, the bottom half of the door broke off in the thing, but this is inside the house. That needs to be replaced. Roof needs to be replaced, panel's gone. But, you know, we want to get this place fixed back up, get new tiles put back in here. In the indoor kitchen. You'll see why I said indoor kitchen with a little buffet. The glass was broken when we were here in 2019. And Portland cement. This over here is the old generator room, and as you can tell, that needs to be replaced too. It needs a generator so that we can have power out here when we come back. And this right here is the dirty kitchen. We got a CR or bathroom for those that are wondering what a CR is. It's comfort room. Some rebar. And that right there is like a storage area. This whole thing needs new roof. The house alone, you know, you can see the boards need to be replaced. because of the weather and termites. And we got a turkey and some babies walking around. Back there we had hammocks hanging last year, or the last time we were here in 2019 as a family. Gobble gobble. The Tom is somewhere. But there's like a cement thing over there that's like a cooking area if need be. And the ocean is just right on the other side of that. I don't have my shoes on to go, but I'll put... Oh, I'm so freaking dehydrated. I'm gonna shut this off for a second so that I can get a drink. Hi Cora, tell people at home how you feel about the island. I love the grass and I hate cement.
I love to play around.
If she ain't the cutest puppy you ever did done seen. Over there we got a beach blanket. It was from Amazon. I think he got moved. Yeah, he got moved. It's over here. This shape. And somewhere in here there's like a bunch of like wild onions that were sprouting up like nuts. When we were here. And right here is Wilbur Jr. Last time we were here, they had a big honking pig, Wilbur, attached to this tree. So that's Wilbur Jr. Some scobies and turkeys over there. I don't know what happened to the other one because there was a Wilbur Jr. over here. So he must have got moved, but he was smaller. Cora's just following me around, investigating. But yeah, this is... And there's those turkeys over there, and there's some going on over there. And that, where all the tall weeds are, that's my wife's lot. And it goes over into the field where the neighbor's got all of his stuff. But since we don't live here full time, my wife let us some plant stuff. We got a solar panel there for that fan. Then there's one of the earbuds, the other one's on the other side. I got a water pump over there. Here over there. Got a game camera over there to see what we do see. And here's the buoys to go to the 5 traps that are going to be going in the river nearby, and the gill net and bait for the traps. And this right here is a super attractant powder from China, and it's like a powder that you put on like meat, then you put into the traps, and it's like a supercharged attractant, because once it hits water, fish will attack it. But I'm gonna just sit down and relax for a while. But yeah, like I said earlier, I'll relax for a little bit and take you to the guys to the beach. But over there is Wilbur Jr. I just didn't see him when I went over there because he's black. Turkey's coming through the yard. Never noticed that big one yesterday. See, there's Wilbur Jr. snorting away. Or grunting, I should say. Really, Junior? How's it going over here? You good? So here's the beach. I figured I'd get this shot for the last part of this video. SD card is almost full and I gotta change out batteries. So this is the beach. Over there on that island is like a corporation owned place, and I guess they got goats out there that drink salt water. And sometime on this trip I'll be there, and the bright sun, but somewhere in that bright sun is Taiwan. But I will do one last clip and I'll end this video. So we got our second hammock put up today. Oh, we got both hammocks put up today. This one over here on the left is from Shopee, which is like the Asian version of Amazon. And this one on the right is a Wise Owl hammock from the US, and it's got a weight limit of 600 pounds and it's a double wide. But so it's been pretty hot today. Little chickens running around. But it's been pretty hot today, so I'm sitting under the shade enjoying the breeze. And I've been working on putting the extra strings on here with the buoys to mark these out. And there's an opening on the bottom, and I had to put a knot in the bottom so that they're ready to go for fishing. And I thought this was like a gill net, but it's a cast net. So I don't know how much I'm going to be using that while out here. But these trouts, our friend Kuya Bet will be taking me to a river here on the island, the set, in a freshwater river, and bait them, and we'd be putting them in like about 5 p.m. one night. Then we'd be picking them up the next morning. And on that table is a bunch of fish bait, and those bottles is DMP super fish attractant, which we may add in with the fish food, but it all depends how crazy I want to get. But I will end the video here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe.